I hear this all the times from families whose teenage child is struggling with functional seizures or non-epileptic seizures, which is a type of functional neurological disorder short for FND. Now is not the right time. We've got school stress, travel plans, and we're just waiting to see how things go because finished the school, it was very stressful, but now we can take a breath and let's just see how things go and we will get back to you. But here's the truth. Waiting does not heal FND. Period. FND is unlike a cold that let it just take the course on its own and then see how it goes. It's not like that. And your teen, more importantly, does not need to hit the rock bottom before things get better. So today I'm going to talk about why waiting for the perfect time actually makes FND harder to recover from and what to do instead. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Dr. Lee. I'm a pediatric health psychologist and the founder of Teen FND Academy, which is a group online coaching program to help teens with FND, including functional seizures, and their parents get their lives back because they get better from FND. Okay, I've been doing this for quite some time. So number one, the myth of this perfect time, which may or may not be familiar with you. However, if I use this analogy, it might make sense. So stick around. Number one, here's the deal. There will be always something going on in your life as long as you're alive, whether it's a school, summer plans, family stress, your other child's soccer game, all kinds of stuff, right? So there's always something going on. And the perfect time when it comes to FND is this. It's oftentimes a code for I am actually afraid of starting, not readiness. It is really, I am waiting for the perfect time because I am scared of starting something new or one more thing that didn't work previously. But here's the deal. FND literally thrives in uncertainty and avoidance. So just because you are afraid or unsure about what to do with FND, whether do I work with this provider or do I work with that, that kind of thing, or nobody can help us, so let's just see how it goes. That is really a decoy for we're afraid of trying something. And the longer you wait, here's a reality in case you don't know much about FND, the longer you wait, the more it becomes your teen's new normal. So this is where your secret nightmare becomes the reality. Like, oh my gosh, I wonder and I am afraid if my teen's life is going to be like this. Well, guess what? Dreams come true. That's exactly what's going to be happening when you don't do anything, just waiting for this perfect time, or you keep hearing yourself, let's just see, let's just wait and how things go. Well, I can tell you now, wait and how things are going to go. I know this is not going anywhere. So there's that. And here's the deal. The recovery is really not about finding a perfect time. The recovery from FND is literally about building strength during real life, right? So you can't just remove your child from whatever else is going on in this perfect bubble and then see if your child gets better. Unfortunately, this is the same thing for kind of like this. There never is a good time or the perfect time, let alone to have a child, right? So if you're a parent, I'm a parent, oh, I know there is not a good time or the perfect financial situation to have a child. So FND is the same thing. There never is a perfect time or perfect bubble to fix it so then they can come back to the reality and the real life perfectly fine. It doesn't work like that. That's why FND is called functional neurological disorder. And speaking of within the context of FND, here's the deal. I have learned this time and time again because I am on this side of the equation treating a lot of teens with FND in my private practice and in my hospital settings where I used to work at several different children's hospital settings and my current online coaching program. I know this. One thing that works for every single family who gets better from FND, among many things in terms of the time, the sooner a family works with FND specialists to tackle this once and for all to resolve FND, the odds of your teen getting better and completely resolving FND is very, very high. I had once upon a time had a patient, a young boy who was struggling with FND for I would say about 3 months when they came to see me. This family was in crisis. However, they were willing to do anything because in a way they were desperate. And then they were like, there is nothing else that we could do that helps. So help us, right? And so we started working, and guess what? This child got better in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Okay, this looks like a 6, but it's 3 weeks. And was there anything special about this family? Well, other than the fact that they were not waiting and they were like, okay, we've got a lot going on, but this is a priority, so we will make this a priority. And they were all in it. The level of dedication, it doesn't matter whether the kid was motivated or not. He was like, I don't know what else to do, but just get me out of this. Parents were completely dedicated. They did not want to take a chance of waiting. Why, right? So this is the example of the sooner you tackled FND with an FND specialist who knows what they're doing, the chance of your child getting better is really, really high. The second part is, this is the reality check too. Waiting costs a lot. Who on what? Well, it costs a lot on your teen. Your teen lose more confidence with every single episode without any solutions. It doesn't matter if your teen is working with 15 different providers. If none of them are specialized in FND, it does not matter. And families also lose trust in the process and in themselves. You know what? They start second guessing. Well, we've got 20 different doctors here and all these appointments, but we don't know what else to do. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is actually working. So they start second guessing. And then it is going to actually paralyze their ability to make a decision and move forward, which is exactly what FND does not want you to do, because FND wants to stay in your child's brain and body, basically, right? And not only that, the relationship between you and your team are likely to be strained because you are now watching your teen like a hawk and your teen's like pulling away. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying, right? And school progress gets delayed as well. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since my child has been in school and it's been several months and we don't even know where to begin, that kind of thing. So you're basically in this rabbit hole of negative spiral and you don't know what else to do to get out of that. But most importantly, your teen is starting to believe this is just who I am now. Now that identity shift is the key to unlock, in a not so good way, whether your teen is going to identify themselves with this is who I am, therefore I'm going to be staying in this camp of FND equals permanent thing for the rest of their life. So in case you haven't noticed, you're at this like diverging point of whether your teen is going to come back to you so you can get your child back, or your teen is going to be basically stolen by FND for good. So that is what we're dealing with. And early action, literally, I'm going to say it again, is number one predictor for long-term recovery. Now, does that mean that if your teen has been struggling with FND for 2 years, are you doom and gloom? Well, not necessarily, because if you, again, don't do anything now, then that means inevitably you're continuing to just wait, right? So the best time for you to start working with FND specialists was 2 years ago. Guess what? The next best time for you to start working with FND specialists towards recovery is now. So it's either back then or now. It's not like, okay, let's just wait for 2 more years. Well, then your teen has lost the time, and then your teen is more likely to lose the time if you continue to wait by the name of, let's just see how it goes, or we're second guessing, or we're actually afraid of trying anything new because there's a lot else going on. So what to do? What can you do actually? I already alluded to it. You don't need a full overhaul, just the right steps right now. So whether you are working on reestablishing the daily structure, as I have a lot of videos about on my channel, how to reset the structure, that is daily routine, starting with the 3 R's, right? The responsibility, regulation, and recreation. That applies to even summertime, right? Or school time. It doesn't matter, any time of the day. And you can start with the small, consistent actions even during travel or school or during even chaos. You kind of have to have some sort of broad stroke grounding routine whatever you guys are doing. You got to start somewhere is really what I'm trying to say. The other thing is, I don't want you to wait for your teen to be motivated. And I hear this a lot too. Oh yeah, we as a parents are so in it. Like we are really committed as long as our teen is committed. I want my teen to show us the motivation and commitment and dedication and discipline and all of that. Well, guess what? That is not going to happen either, because you need to start as a parent to create create the momentum and the motivation comes through, because the motivation is really the outcome of your child feeling confident based on what they do and what they did that was either successful or not. Therefore, if you're just waiting for your teen to randomly come to you and feel like, oh my gosh, we're so motivated, that day may or may not come, right? So again, that is also a decoy for, well, we're afraid of investing any more time and any more resources just because we don't know. Well, guess what? As long as you're saying we don't know, the flip side is you are saying to yourself, we know we're not going anywhere. So what's it gonna be? Now, if this gave you a sort of like a kickstart or push in the right direction, then watch more videos on my channel to get really familiar and educate about FND and what you as a parent can do to help your child towards recovery, because your child needs your love, support, and guidance all at once. And then you need right support and guidance in the direction if you feel lost with FND recovery. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.